everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a concealer showdown with these two concealers right here. This is the Shiseido Synchro-Skin, very long name, concealer, and this is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser Concealer. I used this concealer many years ago when I first started getting into makeup. This was the concealer. And it's made a comeback, and I recently bought it again. And the first thing that I thought was this concealer. I bought this a few months ago, and it has this like really nice whipped creamy texture to it. Kind of like a whipped cream, not like thicker than a whipped cream, kind of. Like when they say like to whip to soft peaks. That is what both of these concealers remind me of. They're a whipped texture and they're both a little bit matte and they are not the same shade. So we're gonna be dealing with that today, but the shade is not what we're looking at today. We are looking at the texture and the performance to see if they are the same, because they feel so similar as the product and on the under eye to me. I have not worn them side by side yet, so we're gonna see, are they dupes? Because a lot of people love this concealer. Okay, so I just looked it up. The Maybelline one retails for $8.99 at Target, and it is 6 mils. And the Shiseido one is $31 for 5.8 mils. So you get about the same amount of product, but this one is like more than 3 times as expensive. So if you can save some money, let's save some money. Okay, so we'll scoot in a little bit for this. We're gonna be putting the Shiseido on my right side and the Maybelline on my left. So these are the sides. I will say one difference kind of right off the bat. Oh, I already have foundation on too. That's already done. We're just getting right into the concealer. One thing right off the bat that they are different is that the Maybelline one is a little foolproof to work with. That one just blends like a dream, and I can use a lot of it, a little of it, and I don't really ever have issues. With the Shiseido one, I find that I have to use it very particularly. I can only use really four dots, and it has to be blended out with a sponge. Anything else and it just doesn't look good. So right off the bat, Maybelline for just the blendability and like application, I would say is a lot easier. I'm trying to apply a similar amount of product under each eye. Do you see how much faster that blended out? That took me no time at all. So I honestly might say that the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind, this one, it just was a lot creamier to apply and it blended out a lot faster. And this one I'm seeing spots where I can try and blend it out a little bit more. But they both blended out fast, they both blended out easy, they both look very nice. I didn't use a lot, so they both do a really good job of looking very natural on the under eye when you're only using a little bit. I have built them both up a lot. I don't think I'm gonna do that today, because I'm kind of digging how it looks right now. It just has the right amount of coverage. And they both like initially settled into the creases under the eyes, but every concealer is gonna do that before you set it. But the Shiseido one has really big claims that it will not do that, and that it will self-refresh itself, and that you don't even need to fuss or think about it throughout the day, which that's a lot of claims. This one just says it's gonna get rid of everything, which it does. They both have really great coverage if you layer them up. Even right now, they both have very beautiful light coverage with just the little bit that I applied. Okay, now I'm just gonna get rid of, tap out any creases under the eye so that way we don't set any creases. And I'm just gonna set it with a little bit of my e.l.f. Halo Glow loose powder. Just a touch, just so that it's set. do that on both sides. Okay, and initially after setting, the Maybelline side just looks a little bit smoother. I don't know how well you can see that, but this side just looks smooth and like I have a perfect under eye. Whereas this side, I don't want to say fine lines because I don't have really fine lines, but maybe some more, you can just see more that I'm wearing makeup. That's really what it is that this side looks very smooth and this side just looks like I'm wearing a bit more makeup. When arguably I'd probably put on more concealer on this side. So that's the Maybelline. And that's Shiseido. Okay, so this side is the Maybelline. And this side is Shiseido. And that's it up close. Right, and I'm gonna go do my rest of my makeup and then come back, see how it all looks after. Okay, so here's the finished makeup. I don't really notice a difference on either side. They look the same as when I initially set them, which is good. I think I like, just initially, I like the Maybelline side better. I think it just looks nicer, it looks smoother. But really we have to see how it wears throughout the day. So I will do a check-in at the end of the day. Okay, here's a midday check-in in natural light. This is the Shiseido side. And this is the Maybelline side. So far they look the same. And it's been on for about 6 hours and there's not any creasing on either side. Okay, here's my final check-in on Maybelline versus Shiseido. There's Maybelline, there's Shiseido at the end of the day. I truly think they look the exact same. I can't, like if you ask, they look the same. Neither of them has settled into fine lines. Neither of them have crazily creased. Neither of them is broken up. Both of them look nice and matte still. They look the exact same. The exact same. There's like a little settle right here. Same thing on the other eye, a little settle. Same amount. These are dupes. These are unexpected dupes. Wow. So if you were thinking about getting the Shiseido concealer, just get the Maybelline. They look, feel, and performed the exact same. Unless you are a hardcore Shiseido lover, you don't need to spend $30. They look the same. All right, so that's that. They are dupes. I'll see you in the next video.